Everyone, welcome back to Unsolicited Bourbon Reviews, episode 47. And today we'll be reviewing another Rebel product. I know we had a Rebel 100 that we did a while back, and now we will do Rebel Cask Strength. So this is a single barrel select. This is from Sumner Bourbon Social. So I guess that's a bourbon club here, or one of the liquor stores that I got this from. This is their barrel pick of Rebel. So Rebel is a part of the Lux Row Distillery. They have Ezra Brooks and a few others. I think they are part of the Heaven Hill tree or shell companies of Heaven Hill. So as you can see, I've had this one before, and we really liked Rebel 100. Just based one price point, I think we paid, it was like $17 for a fifth, and then the overall taste was excellent in terms of an everyday drinker. So we'll talk about this and how it compares as a single barrel cask strength. So this is going to be 120 proof. This is at least 5 years old. So it was barreled on 8/17/2017. Again, this is pretty sought after, especially now that Rebel 100 is getting a bit of a following. And I was glad I was able to get this. I think the price I paid for this was around $60. Again, that's more of on the steeper price point side for some of the stuff that we've reviewed in the past. Also in comparison to Rebel 100 to where it's under $20. So, again, we'll see how this measures up in terms of the $40 difference, what we paid between the two. And also, the sticker's cool. Twins. Very underrated movie. Love that movie. Nostalgic 90s. And, so in terms of advertising, if it was shit, I'd probably buy it because it's a cool sticker. So you can check it out. So again, this is that nice amber color. I think this, again, I could not find the mash bill for this one in particular, but this is at least, again, 4 years old or 5 years old. Nice amber color. Off the nose. It doesn't get, another one of those where it doesn't get you on that 120 proof. So it's very good color. So this is very fruit forward, and in comparison to the notes of the Rebel 100 we did, is more vanilla, caramel. You get some of that cinnamon spice. So it's a little bit different of a profile on the nose for the Rebel Cask Strength. But again, not bad being a 120, in terms of the ethanol coming up there and jumping at you. So we'll go ahead and give it a sip. Very, very smooth, especially being a cask strength at 120. You do get the finish at the end, so it does give you that nice Kentucky hug. But it comes a little bit late. On the first palate, definitely kind of got more of a cherry fruit, and then it kind of went to a bit of a caramel, vanilla, but not as prevalent as the 100. And this definitely feels a little bit more full in comparison to the Rebel 100 because that one felt a little bit more thin. This kind of feels a little more viscous. It feels a little more full body, and I think that kind of has to do with it being a 120 proof. So I think this is definitely an easy drinker, alongside with Rebel 100. We said that Rebel 100 is definitely an everyday drinker. I don't know if this could be an everyday drinker, but it's still very good. Second sip. Yeah, I think this is excellent in terms of, for a cask strength. It does does kind of jump at you in terms of that finish at the end. You did feel that 120, but I definitely get a little more a lot more fruit than I did in the 100. You do get that typical vanilla caramel, kind of a little bit of a banana on the end of this one. But again, this is very, very palatable. You know, especially if you're looking just for an easy sipper, something a little more heat on it. I think if you can get your hands on a Cask strength, a Ripple Cask strength, and I know the barrel picks will vary depending on where you're at, but I think you really can't miss with it. So we'll go ahead and rate it for $60 price point for a Cask strength. I think that's right on the money. I think it's very fair. We'll say that's, I'd say the value is an 8. We'll say the flavor, total profile, I would give it a 7.5, 8, 7.5. I would give this an 8. I think it's a very solid 8. So I appreciate it. We'll talk soon, and then hopefully get your hands on this. See you later, guys.